doesn't depend on tomorrow night's game against Bolton. Well, the teams go into the match as the bottom two in the Premier League. Kean will be without centre-back Scott Dan, who's now out for the next 6 weeks, while fellow defender Gaël Givet will have a heart procedure on Thursday.
I think the magnitude of the game is there for everybody to see. You know, it's disappointing for us. We're going to lose another player. We've got Scott Dan, who's had surgery on a groin, and he's going to be out for 6 weeks. You know, and when you add Scott to the, you know, Gaël Givet and Ryan Nelson and Michel Salgado, you know, we're losing defenders at the moment, which is tough. But, you know, we just have to face it up and, you know, crack on. It's a tough one to take, that one.
The fans initially at the weekend said there was going to be no protest, then of course that frustration spilled over. What would you say to them today?
Stick with us on a game as important as this. Stick with us, because certainly when we scored, and I felt the momentum swung in that game, I really felt that they were with us then. You know, obviously when you get a late goal against you, then they're disappointed. We were all disappointed, but if they could stick with us on this game, I think it can make a massive difference.
And how are you handling this? Because I mean, I know we've said this week in, week out, but I mean, this weekend there's speculation, you know, all over the papers about who may be coming in. Your job's on the line. The local papers come out with an editorial today saying it's time to go. I mean, how are you handling this?
Yeah, I'm handling it. You have to handle it. It's a part of your job. You know, when you win games and you get, you know, pats in the back, you know, you take them with a pinch of salt, and then when you lose a game, you start to prepare for the next one. That's a part of your job. I'm not trying to pretend that, you know, I don't understand the magnitude of this game, and I'm not enjoying where we are on the table. But when I go in and I look at the players, and when I go out on that training ground, and they give me a response, and they're certainly fully behind what we're trying to do, then that gives you a massive boost, massive boost.